changed my the name of my stream. I think this could be Guatemala. Guatemala maybe. No, it wasn't. It was Indonesia. Sulawesi. So I just changed my stream name to something silly, and just checking if everything's okay. Been having some difficulties lately. Okay. Been having some difficulties with the chat and alerts and things like that, so just seeing if I can view that. So where's the chat here? I got 1 point in the first round here, so that was brilliant. What's going on here? There's the chat. Just got it in a different browser. Browse. This is excruciating. Looks like the chat's coming up on my phone anyway, so hopefully I don't miss anything. Apologies if I do. Just looking for the YouTube chat. Okay, hopefully that's okay. So, 1 point on the first round here. Got black backs to the sign. This guy's oddly parked. Oh, okay. He's DIYing. I hope he's an official. DIYing the traffic lights here, which has actually changed coverage. So it says Pare, which is South America somewhere. Not sure about this wide, thick yield sign. Ooh, it was Brazil. Okay, hopefully now I'm paying attention. 3 minutes to go. All focused now. So, there's not much to see here so far. This sketchy fence. And it looks like they've done some logging recently for a vineyard by the looks. Maybe not vines, sorry. Some other crop here. Corn, probably. Corn's popular in the US, but I do not think this is the US. In terms of the continent, I'm not too sure. Surrounded by fairly high hills. Don't really have a vibe guess on this one so far. Just a whole bunch of corn. These are the kind of rounds where I'm kind of stuck. I don't have too much imagination in terms of where we would be. Maybe the road's good quality, but I was going to guess in Romania, I think. I don't know too much about vibes in Romania, but I just thought the houses might be. It actually looks like it might be English. It's washing day. They've done their sheets by the looks. Sheets and pillowcases and towels. Whites. Oh, there's a... It's like a European Union flag and this flag that I'm not familiar with. Is that a regional flag or a national flag? Very curious. So I think it looks like it may have the European strip here anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's blue on the left hand side there. Here they've done their rugs, they washed their rugs, and it looks like they've mixed their whites and colours. That's more my style. I'm not a fan of separating out the whites and colours. One wash, that's all you get. So, I haven't got any time left. Not too confident about Romania here, but let's hope for the best. In terms of the hills, I'm not sure. Okay, it was Romania. Nice, 4,500 points. Pretty happy with that. Vibe guess. So we're in downtown, Long Beach, which would be California with the palms here. That seems to check out. I've never actually, well, got to find the US first, and then California. I've never actually, there's Long Beach there. I wonder if we should try and 5k, there's sort of about 2.5 minutes left. Does it say imperfect foods? It does. So we need some street names. So we're on a one-way street, which could be helpful. The name of the street is not clear to me just at the moment. Crystal Street. And I did see overhead a street name, I think. I lost it. Main Avenue, okay. Main Avenue should be one of the main ones. Inglewood, oh no. Tokyo Central Garden. I wonder if it's a shopping centre. That's cool. Disneyland Park. I didn't realise that would be right in kind of the Long Beach area. Nearby. Atlantic Avenue, 4th, 5th. We were looking for Main Avenue. And Main Avenue is heading kind of east-west, so that checks out. Ocean Boulevard, Long Beach Boulevard, Pacific, and then we've got numbered streets. It'd actually be, what about this one? This is Main? No, that's not Main. It'd be good if we could get a numbered street actually. Because there's Golden Avenue. Seems like they should be the larger ones. 40 seconds to go. Scanning is grim. Maybe I should have gone for businesses instead. See if I could locate a business. Long Beach Travel Centre. Anaheim. Can't really see it. I've got Cambodia Town. Seems like an interesting place. And Bang Mi. Pickle Bang Mi, Ko Long Beach. So it was over here. Oops, I didn't mean to open the map there. There's Broadway. Okay, that's not too bad. 4994. Couldn't 5k it, but I did my best. Well, not my best, but I did something. I did scan a little bit. So here we're by a lake to the west. Not sure how extensive the lake is. Let's just try and get a look at this. Looks like a sign. I think it's just some generic power sign. So I had one vibe guess so far in Romania and one reading challenge in Long Beach, California. Seems fairly flat. Europe, I'd imagine. Maybe I should have looked closer at that car. That's okay. We've got cows up here. dairy cows, I think. And we've got a really scenic place to hang out by the lake. What about this car? Ooh, looks like it's got red on the back. And I don't think it's got a European strip. Kind of not sure what that would mean. Maybe Hungary. I'm not sure if Hungary has... I don't think it's Bulgaria. Serbia? Let's see if we can get some more clues up here. Whoops. Having a struggle going down the road here. Oh my god, I have to click on the arrow. Okay. So I'd say we're quite a way north, judging by the satellite dish here. Pretty high-pitched roof. No language so far. Growing some wheat. Just seeing if I had Cyrillic or something would be really handy. It's got 27 seconds left. Got this big ball thing. That's not too much use to me. The lawn decorations are not telling me too much. Oh, what about this? No, I'm not sure. That seems a bit generic. Wow, I'm stuck. It was Denmark. Interesting. Maybe that bollardy looking thing could have been useful with the yellow colour. I think Denmark's pretty... I think their bollards are predominantly yellow. Can't quite recall. So the first 2 rounds there kind of killed it, and that last round as well. Not great. Okay, I've got a fresh game. I'm all set up and ready to go. And straight off the bat we've got Cetra. I guess a business name. Check out the signage here. Ooh, interesting. Not sure what kind of language that is. I don't think it's Nordic. It looks like we've got dual English and local language. I wonder if it is Nordic actually. Got the short dashes beside the road. And a crossing here. This could be useful. So I've got 4. And it is either Sweden or Norway, I think. I've actually got notes on the crossings here. Sweden, not Norway. I think it is Sweden. Okay, so we'll just go west of Stockholm. Ooh, that was a really close guess. 4,890. Lucky for that crossing, otherwise it would have been a bit... I guess the language kind of was telling, so that's no problems. Just going to check out this park here. Ooh, it's a bit grim. They haven't mown the grass in a long time. It's this kind of climbing frame. A pretty uninspired slippery dip. Slippery slide? Helter Skelter? I'm not sure what everyone calls them, but I think in Australia we call them slippery dips or slippery slides. It could be Cyrillic. I've seen these bins before, but that was a long, long time ago, and I don't quite recall where they would be. Seems like it's in Europe though. This looks Cyrillic in Europe. Swedish. QG's back. Good to see you again. Always helping out in the chat. So here, got this interesting meter box. So where could we be? Let's have a look here. I was wondering about I don't think it's Serbia. Bulgaria. Thick round poles and Cyrillic. We've got this square, oh no, circular concrete pole here. So I remember seeing these bins, I've lost the bins here, these bins before, so I'll try and lock that into my brain as well. Let's check the yield sign. Thin white border, thin red, so Bulgaria. We'll go close to Sofia. Ooh, 4,770, thanks for that one. Let's see if I can, here we go. A9 to Krell. And this Armco bollard kind of thing, reflector anyway, that doesn't ring a bell. Could be Portugal. Bem-vindo sounds Portuguese. And I don't think we're in Brazil. So Portugal, I think they've got green on the plates, something like that. Oh no, I need a car that's actually, here we go. So there is blue there. I was just kind of expecting, I thought there was something special about the Portuguese plates. I'll see if I can find the A9 to Krell in Portugal. Yellow strip on the right hand side. It's just pretty confident with the language. The A9. So hopefully they got some logic to this street number, the road number existing, which so far not so good. So the A1 to 10 is the 10, the 8. I do not see Krell. Must be somewhere up here. It's a major road, so I should probably A8, A1, A8, 19, 1. I just don't understand why every time I'm looking for a numbered road, I'll find every other number but the A9 is the A4, 11. So I had 9, 11, 3, 28. I guess it's, how long have I got? 42. Kind of sick of scanning, so I'll just, where will I go? The 8 was down here, and the 11's up here. And I don't see Krell. Just plonk it here. Oh no, it was all the way nearby Lisbon, in the outskirts of Lisbon, and here's a major road and the A9. I didn't have it zoomed in far enough. That's okay, still 4,400 points. Whoops, what happened? There we go. And I've got this pole. And this interesting stop sign. So it's thick white outside. look around a bit more. The stop sign looks kind of unique. Oh, this looks French. I think the signage is French as well. I'm not familiar with the back of the stop signs. Looks somewhere with not too much sun by the looks. I think that's a Peugeot or something, which I believe is a French car. Or Peugeot. And I think some of the old French plates have the double blue, similar to Italy, but I think I'll just plonk this somewhere. Is there anything special about this place? It's not really mountainous. I'm not sure, I don't think that's a town name, so let's go... We'll go somewhere fairly central, Lyon. Ooh, it's not too far from Paris there. And I'm pretty sure I didn't see the town name. It would have been good to see the market there. North of Paris. It was nearby Paris, you're right there. And yellow dashed centre line, pretty red. So Fazenda something do Sol, which is of the sun, I guess. I think this is Brazil. It's fairly red soils. I think that's a Brazilian pole. And long straight road, pretty much north-south, very flat. I don't see the Amazon anywhere. Oh, we're suddenly coming to the bush. Not sure what happened there, whether they deforested or what in the meantime. Either it's very sunny or they're off to rob a bank or something. Look at that guy who got busted loading a body into the boot of his car by the Google Street View car. Pretty unlucky, although it was a bit bold. It's like a residential area. In terms of here, let's see. I'll just go north of Sao Paulo. Brazil is big. I don't want to go near the Amazon, I don't think. It was all the way north. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. 2,500, that's what happens when you get the wrong region in Brazil. So 20,000, without that Bulgaria, I think I wouldn't have tipped 20k there. So the Bulgaria tip was chunky poles with Cyrillic. We've got some language here. I got Bacardi. That's unfortunate. And Dewar's whiskey and Heineken. So that looks like Spanish. Pretty short backplate here. It's got computed orders, starters, and something else. Maybe alternators. Very good. Got a flag. It's more commercial flag, I think, that one. This has no front plate. Could be Argentina. Not too sure. A little dog. That's the smallest dog I've seen on Street View so far. Kind of like a sausage dog. So there's no front plates here, which is really... I don't think that's Argentina either. Driving on the right. Double yellows. I'm a bit puzzled by this one. Definitely Spanish. Kind of chickening out and looking for a domain. Puerto Rico. Okay. That seems legit because it looked a bit unusual to me, and I'm not too familiar with Puerto Rico. So, it's a pizza? Malashi's Pizza. That's a very disturbing image. I'd get on Fiverr and get a new logo for the pizza shop. Should be a fairly good score anyway, so I'll just go nearby Santo Domingo. Oh, okay, there's 2 islands. It's on San Juan. Oh, did I click on the Dominican Republic? What an idiot. I zoomed in, I'm sure, on Puerto Rico, and then clicked off it. I lost the country streak at 5. So this could be Chile. Or something like that. Oh, no, that's Arabic. So, it's always a bit of a struggle for me. Puerto Rico and Dominica don't have fronts. Interesting, I did not know that. What was I looking for here? So, maybe I should have zoomed in on that sign a bit more. Or one of these signs. They're pretty indistinct. It looks like all Arabic with no English. Driving right. Yellow outsides and white dashed inside. Seems pretty hazy, like there might be a crappy camera or a lot of dust in the air. Are they hitchhiking? I guess the Google car doesn't stop for hitchhikers. So I saw this guy in the middle of nowhere with a huge sack on his back earlier today, climbing up like a 30-degree slope to the middle of nowhere. I think the Google car just blasted past him. If it was me personally, I would have given him a lift, but I guess they're not stopping for anyone. They got a job to do. Jordan, really. Yeah, so my thoughts were UAE, Tunisia, or Jordan. Most of the time I seem to get Jordan. I think I screwed up Jordan earlier today. So we're nearby Aquabar and Truck Terminal. Oh, there's Aquabar there. Aquabar is to the eastish. Is that right? Westish. Should be nearby here. Wadi Rum protected area. Wow. I owe you 4,987 points. I might have gone Jordan, but it's difficult to say sometimes. I guess this is South Africa, driving left. And Windhoek, I think, is actually a place. But I don't know that we'd be in Windhoek. I think Windhoek's a place. It sounds like a place. So let's check. We're driving approximately northeast. It's very dry. I'll just skip up the road here a bit and see if I can get a sign, otherwise I'll just plonk it. Because at this stage I'm just trying to get better at countries. Once I can identify countries, then I'll be more focused on region guessing. Okay, I don't see it, so I might just guess there. That's fairly central. It was a lot further north, in Botswana. I kind of screwed that one up. Windhoek is on the border. Yeah, we're actually in Botswana. I think that's probably, in hindsight, I got a bit baited by the South African sounding name, but there was nothing around. It's pretty empty, which I think's a bit of a Botswana thing. So I lost my country streak at 1. Now this is probably Nigeria, I think. This is one of the ones. Paradise Kent. Africa are some of the countries that I'm trying to get better at. It's driving left. I think the taxis with the panels is 90% Botswana, 10% South Africa. Not a 50-50. More a 90-10. What are they drinking? Difficult to tell. I don't think I'm familiar with that. I think it's beer, but it's not too easy to tell. They've got the broadcast system. I guess it's kind of useful, but can be a bit annoying when you're somewhere with a broadcast system. You can't really tune it out. I guess nowadays more developed countries have like SMS, yeah. Like in Australia, if there's a storm coming, they'll send you out a text to say that there's a storm incoming or whatever. Alerts. Oh, this is Ghana. Wow. Luckily I didn't just stick it in Nigeria. Okay, so I'll try and remember that. The taxis of the panels is Ghana. Presumably that sign's not baiting me. And I should probably go... I might hedge between Kumasi and Accra. So it was Kumasi, outside of Kumasi. Okay. Luckily I saw the Ghana there. Could have been a disaster. This looks like the US, I think. It's pretty mountainous. I think I heard thunder outside. Let's check the window. Yeah, there could be a storm incoming this afternoon. Coming into the wet season in Ho Chi Minh City, the summer. And so thunderstorms are going to get more frequent. Luckily I've already got the washing in, so I don't have to abandon the game for 5 minutes to rush off. It's Canada, presumably, judging by this flag. I'm not sure what this regional flag is. I saw an interesting one the other day, which is I can't exactly recall what it was. There's a French flag with a star on it or something, which is all the way out Nova Scotia, I think. It's like a regional thing, and this looks like another regional thing. I wonder, taxis with yellow fenders, a good Ghana meta. These fenders, that's like an American term, I guess. I think in Australia we call them bumpers. Royal Canada Legion, branch number 19. What have they got on? Oh, wings. And on Sunday wings, Tuesday music, and Friday's fish and chips. What was I thinking here? It's quite mountainous, so I don't know, Calgary? Maybe Calgary would be too mountainous. Maybe I'll go Midway, Vancouver, Calgary. That wasn't too bad. It was kind of midway. Near Kamloops. Got Salmon Arm, Canoe, Ranchero, Silver Creek, Duck Range. Some great names here. Beachcomber Bay. I remember when we were kids we used to watch, I think it's called The Beachcombers, which is like a really long running Canadian show. I don't remember anything about it except for the theme tune. So 21k, very nice. A lot of reading on that one, and a bit of a fail on Botswana. And this was a real fail because I saw it was Puerto Rico and I actually clicked on Dominican Republic. That could have been a really nice score. Let's have a look here. So we've got the Toyota and Nissan. Driving right. I kind of guess it's the US again. Oh, last one was Canada. I thought it was US, but they had the Canadian flag. Prepare to stop when flashing. I kind of get the impression these strung lights are kind of US. Got a short backplate. And probably an unnecessarily large road. Ooh, got the highway, the airport here. Pikeville. Pike Regional Airport. Pikeville. I know there's a Pikes Peak, but I'm not actually sure what state that's in. 2024, fairly recent. So we're passing the Pikeville Regional Airport. Oh, here we go. On the 23 north and then the 460 west. It's not going to be too much help unless I know the state. I'm not familiar with this signage, if that's unique. Express tobacco and vape. It's insane how quickly the US just switched over to like legalizing marijuana, and now every second ad you get on podcasts from the US are for gummies. Everyone's into it. I've never tried. Probably do with some gummies. 859 prefix East Kentucky? Could be. Where do they put Kentucky though? Here. I forget the highway we were on. 48? Something like that. Oh, I've got 19 seconds. Can I still check? I think we were going this way. Oh, it was Pikeville. Oh, I'm not going to find Pikeville. That's impossible. Here's London. Knoxville. Johnson City, Clarksville. There's a lot of villes. There's Pikesville. Pikeville, sorry. Nearby Harold and Betsy Lane. So how was that? 4-4. Without that Kentucky I would have been a bit screwed. I doubt I ever would have gone Kentucky. So this looks like Spanish again. RJ. Got some horses. And a big stretch of water here. Not big. A modest stretch of water. I guess a lake. And difficult to tell these centre lines, they might be yellow. Presumably they are. And palm trees. Actually, not too sure if that was... Got cows and horses. Not sure if that was Spanish or Portuguese with the palms. Not sure about this power pole either. It looks pretty tall. Like it might be Bolivia. Just click in Bolivia on the off chance, but then it looks a bit too tropical, surely. We've got Trinidad, which is surely tropical. RJ for Rio de Janeiro. That could be right. These are really tall poles. I do get a Brazil vibe, that's for sure. That's pretty helpful when they have the... what did I have BR before though? I was thinking it was Brasilia, but it didn't work out for me, that one. It's going kind of northwest. Wait. Maybe north-south-ish. And then I guess it's kind of towards Rio. Which I did go... No, I don't know. It's somewhere maybe here. I did go to Rio for a couple of days, but it was hammering down. It was so wet. You couldn't visit the beach. The taxi I took to the place I was staying got waterlogged. Couldn't get up the hill because it was so wet. So I had to walk through the rain to get to my hotel, and then hung out there and read a book for 2 days and then left. It's like very disappointing. Let's check there. Oh wow, good call on the RJ. Sao Paulo was good. I enjoyed Sao Paulo. Crazy though. Just a massive city. And chaotic. Okay, so I got gulled last time. I thought it was Portuguese. I thought it was Spanish, and it was Portuguese. This, I think, is Spanish. Mayor is the best, I think. Got yellow plates, which could be Colombia. I like this scene. Got some, what do we call them? Gauchos. Yellow plates and colourful. Kind of, oh, hang on. This could be Guatemala. Ooh, you're saying Colombia. I saw the painted pole and I was thought Guatemala. I'm not sure about the plates in Guatemala. This looks like a touristy town, which could be Bucaramanga or something like that. Or Cartagena, sorry. Which is a bit of a commitment. Are we near the water? I think we might be with these palm trees. I was worrying about these poles. Because Guatemala is really big on painting the poles green and red. I'll go with my first thought, and we've got ice creams here. Flat Northern. Oh, I got a beach vibe or a tourist vibe there, but no, it's just near. It's in Paw. Got the Rancho Burger. I got the Ruinas de Paw. Ruinas. Just going to Google that. What was it? P-O-R-E. Oops, I missed the O. Nope. Here we go. 4.6 on Google reviews. It looks like colonial ruins. Lowest rating. Heritage Town's worth appreciating at dawn since the birds come out. The lowest rating's 3, so it must be a pretty good place. The story is very cool, but I think it is very neglected with poor surveillance. It should have more things to attract visitors, because right now it has lighting and you can take photos, but when they remove it, there is not much that can be done. I think they're just ruins. What are you going to do? Should put in a roller coaster. That's cool. Now we know about the Ruinas de Paw. Anyway, 3,500. I committed a bit too far north there. If I'd clicked central, it would have been a much better guess. Driving right with a solid centre line and no outsides here. And no front plate. Not sure about this car. Whether it's an old Russian car or something. Which way? I'll go this way. See where this guy's headed. It's got a sign here. That doesn't ring any bells. It's got a black post. That could be something. Wow. It's a straight road to nowhere. Let's go quickly fast travel and see if we can get somewhere interesting. This is like the world's oldest monitor. So the refresh on it's like shocking. Oh wow, we're still going. These are really short dashes though. 20 seconds to go. What am I going to do? Ukraine. Alada. Yeah, I was thinking Russia, but wouldn't the roads be a bit worse in Ukraine? Okay. Let's see. 2 seconds. Ooh, where was Ukraine? I should have trusted you on that one. Nearby Moldova. Does Moldova have coverage? I haven't seen it before. I guess not. Wow. I used my own intuition there and fell flat. So parked on the right hand side here. Kind of get a European vibe. It's got a blue strip on the top of the number plate. Oh, okay, let's just have a look here. Oficina Accesorios. Spanish again. Argentina. But I thought the Argentinian plates would be different. I thought the Argentinian plates had like a black dot. Or 2 black dots, I forget. I think those 2 guys at the start kind of looked Argentinian. Which is like a terrible stereotype. It's just like stereotypical guess. So I thought these baskets, I think we are in Argentina. Brazil pole, really? Hacienda. Yeah. Is. I don't know that it's Brazil though. I'm probably gonna burn myself here, but I'm just gonna go with Argentina. It was Brazil. Why didn't I just trust the poll there? 2-0 to you. 17,000. Area code 44 is somewhere southern. I'll learn, don't worry. I got taken in by those post baskets that they do have in Argentina, but I guess they've got them in Brazil as well. Near Londonderry, or wherever it was. There's not much going on in terms of residences here. This is interesting. It's got a divided road with a yellow outside, and white on the opposite side. He's driving right. It's really flat. Look at these yellow chevrons. Is that a bollard? Oh, here's a bollard. Ooh, I did not know that bollard. From a distance I thought Spain, but that's not the case. Some language would be useful to me. Or would it? Maybe not. So in terms of... So it's empty and flat. I don't know the Montenegro bollard or Albania. Mexico. Really? Even if I saw Spanish here, that would confuse me even more. If you hadn't said Mexico. So I've got mountains here. And some kind of crops. That's surprising because I've had a fair bit of Mexico, but I don't recall having seen those bollards before. And where would the mountains be? In the northwest? Or the south? I think I'll hedge centre. In Hidalgo. North, all the way north in Chihuahua. Wow. So I've got to try and remember that bollard because that had me very confused. On the 45. Okay, so this says Pare. So it's South America, I guess. I think Mexico's Alto. I can't quite read that. Probably would be useful to be able to read it. Chile. I believe it says Chile here. It's interesting with Chile. I thought they would have had a black and white pole on the sign there. Argentina is that way. Okay. It's kind of very lush and green. Oh, Peru. What am I thinking? I knew that. Peru, God. I wonder if we can get all the way through Argentina here. This looks like the back way to Argentina. Peru. My gosh. What an idiot. My brain is a bit cooked. I think I had like 4 hours of sleep last night. Place names? It doesn't really matter, I'm just going to plonk it somewhere. I don't think so. I think that's general directions. Let's go fairly south of Santiago. Or is there a crossing? Curico, but that would be bigger. A more major road. It'd be pretty funny if you lost your way and you saw like a handmade sign saying Argentina this way. I'm very curious where it is now. Is it mountainous? It's not too mountainous. Oh gosh. I think I'll stick south. I'll just stick here, where I was. It was quite a way south. 545 kilometres off. Oops, I didn't mean to open the map there. So we're crossing... Yeah, you can get across to Argentina, presumably. I wonder what the border... I wonder what the border's like there. Amazing. That'd be a cool border crossing. If you can get there, I'm not sure how accessible that road is. So I've got this. Driving left in Asia, I guess. Check out this car. I don't know if that's a black back plate or not. Don't know what to make of this. Malaysia, I guess. Homestay Ibu. Malaysia is my best guess here in terms of whereabouts. There was a bit of a black patch on that pole back there, but I'm not sure if this is mainland or not. It is. So I wasn't sure if that black stick, oh, here's another one. I wasn't sure if that was the official black patch, because I have seen them higher on more significant poles. I don't think this is too far south, to be fair. Maybe plonk in the middle. Oh, this is on Langkawi. Probably, if we travelled a bit further, we could have seen the cable car. Counts towards the country streak, but in terms of Malaysia, that is about as far away as you can get. On the mainland, anyway. Oh, I guess not, but it wasn't a good region yesterday. It did look a bit unusual, to be fair. I didn't get a south vibe, but I didn't think it was on an island. I don't know. What about this? Kind of looks like an Australia-Turkey bollard, but I don't think that. This doesn't look like either, I wouldn't think. See if we can get to a stop sign. That would definitely tell us about Turkey. Awesome language. Is that Anaheim? No, Arnhem. It's like Netherlands or something. Yeah, okay. Confirmation there, Netherlands. And the yellow plate. I guess this is a commercial vehicle. Really put the Netherlands up here. The language there was Arnhem, nearby here, I think. Very good. 4954, 17 kilometres away. I could have gone a bit better there, but not to worry. Netherlands is always going to be good points. Looks like they're sheltering under the shade. The only bit of shade for miles. Don't know. Botswana? Not sure about these poles. I don't think I'm going to get to anywhere here. Maybe I should just drop it in Botswana and hope for the best. Here. Quite dry everywhere, isn't it? Let's go to the middle. Oh, there's nothing in the middle. I'll go nearby New Zaid. Okay. Starting to get a Botswana vibe. It was in one of the green patches. Nearby the Gumare airport. Kind of curious to see what that looks like. And the Makavango Luxury Inn. They've got safaris here, so it could be quite... it could actually be quite luxurious. This could be a private airport there. Ooh, didn't quite tip 20k. Kind of far in Mexico. That was disappointing. Okay, just going to get a little help. I've physically seen this kind of thing in Chile, but if this is Spanish, is that a double L? I hope not. Lenteria, it is. Lenteria. Oh my gosh, I can't cross the bridge. That's unfortunate. I've got Castrol. Is it? No, just Caster. Let's check this sign. That should be helpful. My best guess so far is Peru. Parcoy and Oyon. Let me think. Eswatini. Okay, so you're like, it's 20 to 1. I got one up on you. I'm just going to drop this in Peru somewhere. Did I say Peru? Chile. Confusing myself. What does a Kike look like? Arica, Calma. Kind of want some mountains. Maybe I should go central. It's not going to be south because that's a bit more lush, I think. It was Peru. Vexing. Okay, it's a half a vibe. Kind of overconfident now. I want to just drop this straight in Botswana. Let's check. I do know in Botswana the signs are very intense green. More intense than they're driving on the left. Yeah, so I think that checks out for Botswana. That chevron I'm not too sure about. I think up here is a sign. I guess this could just be South Africa. Let's go fast travel and see if I can get there quickly. Hopefully I don't miss it. Okay, stop here. This looks more South African than Botswanan, I think. Because from what I recall, Botswana is very a vivid green. Here we go. Oof. Port Elizabeth, 128 on the N10. I'm pretty sure this is South Africa. Port Elizabeth must be by the ocean, surely. So I've got some ports up here. I'd expect it to be on the south. Starting to lose faith because I don't see any inroads. R62. Should I be looking for the road or Port Elizabeth? Dye Dam, that's not it. Betty's Bay, no. St. Larry's Pass. Robben Island. Is that where, gosh, my brain's cooked. Mandela was held captive on Robben Island? I always assumed it was R-O-B-I-N, but maybe it's R-O-B-B-E-N. Was it Elizabeth Bay? Because that would be convenient. Port Elizabeth. Surely Port Elizabeth would be near Elizabeth Bay. Elizabeth Wiener. Elizabeth Bay, Port Elizabeth. What is the other one? Patterson. Oh no. Oh god. I'm just going to click south somewhere. Bogenfels Ghost Town. Why would I have... I guess we were quite away from Port Elizabeth. That was a bit silly. I still don't see it. And the N10 road was just a shield with 10, a blue shield with 10. Just going to quickly Google Robben Island. Robben Island. We've got tours. So I read about lepers and all sorts of things. Maybe I should have googled Mandela. Yeah, wow. So he was, I don't know how I know that. He was imprisoned on Robben Island for 18 of his 27 years of imprisonment. Interesting. I'd always assumed it was ROBIN. And now, it's a pretty major road. I wonder if it's Mexico again, with the yellow line here and the, nope. That's Cyrillic. St. Petersburg is to the, what's that, west? Novgorod and St. Petersburg to the west. That seems unlikely. So it's somewhere around here. What's the road number? It doesn't say. Just see what's in the other direction. That was a lucky sign, that's for sure. So we've got the turning onto Moscow on the M1. I feel like I could easily 5k this, but I don't have it in me to do it. Let's see there. Okay. It was really close to Veliki Novgorod. 4,500 in Russia though. Got lucky there. It's dropping on the right, I think, here. Sign still says Port Elizabeth, now called GeoGuessr. I did not know that. Actually, what does my sign say? What does my... okay. It says Gulf of Mexico, brackets, Gulf of America. Interesting. I have got my VPN set for Australia, so I'm not sure what Vietnam would call it. Or Google Vietnam. Oh, what's this pole? Is that a Brazilian pole? I don't know that this is... Oh, blur. Gosh. I just want to see what... No. It says stop. So this would be Europe. So Brazil would be Portugal, right? They're probably Portuguese poles. Just quickly, I've got a minute 22, but just in case. Gomes Airs. What? That... It's like a brutalist bus stop. Or postmodern, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what style of architecture that is, but it's very stark. It doesn't seem all that functional either. It's like postmodern. For the size, it could maybe seat 1.5 people. And there's no shade, unless you climb up the hill here, or the sun's at the right angle, the correct angle, the ideal angle. Just having a look at the bollards. So, oh what? Damn, we had a place name and I got distracted by the bus stop. I'm not too concerned because Portugal's quite small. Not huge. Almodovar. It'd be nice to get close though. Ooh. It was all the way to the south. That's okay, that was worth seeing the bus stop anyway. I do like to see unique bus stops. So, cleaner's driving right. I think we actually might be driving left here. And there could be a black dot on that number plate there. There's a a blue strip on the left. This is a bit confusing for me. Got water tanks in the top of the buildings. Just a bit unsure what to make of this so far. Oh gosh, what language is that? Haribo roulette? Nope, that's not too much help. I've never played Haribo roulette. So I wonder if this is Romania actually. I think that language is Romanian. Oh gosh, I'm just trying to get close to this sign. Where's the banner, sorry. Oh, I've lost it again. So we're at the back, but I think some of these languages I'm not too good at, but don't know what Hungarian looks like. I think maybe Romania here. Let's drop it in and see. Somewhere around the middle. Oh, wow. That was Turkey? Oh, normally I'm pretty good on Turkey. Yeah, I guess the language did look Turkish now that I think about it. Disappointing. Anyway. Next round. 16. Going backwards. I want to play a couple more games. It looks like they've got a mining operation here or something. A smuggling operation? Possibly. There's a riverboat. Maybe riverboat gambling or something. This could be Brazil. Brazil has a very river-oriented trade. What would I be looking for? A pole? That would be helpful. A sign. Certainly seems like a big country anyway. A piranha pine? I guess this would be further north if it's in Brazil. Just going to fast travel a bit and see what I can find. If anything. If I don't find anything, I guess I'll go... Don't know what that tells me. There's something up here. Otherwise I think I'll go fairly north. Yeah, that looks like Portuguese, so I guess I'll go somewhere around the Amazonas. It was a bit further west. I mean, 1,000 kilometers further west, but not too bad. 2,700 points. And maybe Malaysia again. Hang on, they're driving on the right. And this pole sign combo, which I'm not too familiar with. This seems like it. Wow, they did a fair bit of washing today. Looks like they've got small children or something. That would explain it, because as I'm learning, small children go through a lot of clothes in a day. So this is Indonesia, I guess. Do they drive right? I hope so. Let's see this sign here. It's English. I'm not sure that's a regulation basketball hoop. So this is not a concrete road. It's a bit confusing, like, ooh, I don't know that one. Don't know that crossing. I was wondering if suddenly it is the Philippines. I think they drive right? They'd have English or Spanish, or difficult to tell here. Barangay Station Maria. I'm going to go with the Philippines and hope for the best here. Panay? I think it was Barangay. Don't really see it. I might just go south of Luzon. Ooh, it was all the way south. Not all the way south, but a ways south. Brought my country streak up to 2, so that's good. And Africa again, driving right. I think Africa, wait. Pinto Movies? Got a Fiat, which is French. It's maybe Senegal. Nope. Portugal. Oh, not Portugal, Brazil again. Yeah, and here's a Brazilian pole. Wow. That's nearly a big fail there. There's a whole bunch of poles. It's like the pole factory. It's actually like an electricity substation. Still, that seems like overkill on the poles. This is much more open, so I'm just going to go a little further south. My region guess in Brazil is obviously not great. I've had a few good piranha pine spots, which I don't see any here. There's the palm trees and things. Actually, it'd be good to see a little sign and see what large city we might be heading towards. Emergencia. Liga 191. Oh, I can't quite read that. It's a bit. The sun's kind of got a bit of glare on that sign there. São Miguel do Guama. I'm still hoping this is Brazil. Del Rio. I've lost a bit of confidence that it's Brazil, but I think so. Yeah, this is quite close to Belém. There it is. São Miguel do Guama. Right nearby the Grand Guama Hotel. I did not see it. 1,300 kilometres, so not as good as my last one, which was 1,000 kilometres away. But, I mean, I got the right country, and then very red again, driving on the right. Could be Brazil again. I kind of wouldn't mind something else at this stage. Something in a city, something urban. Should I have a look at this sign? It's like a roadside stall or something. Santa Isabel. I haven't heard of Santa Isabel. Whoa. My clicking's getting a bit erratic. So, let's think. become very lush. Are these? No. I thought they were yellow outside lines, but I don't think so. It's just the red soil. I don't think I'm going to see anything else, so I might just drop it central, maybe hedge north a bit. That was a mistake. So I'm getting further away, 1,879 kilometers this time. I hope this is not Brazil again. It's starting to give me a complex. There's a lot of trash by the road just there. I don't like to see that. So here's a black and white spotted pole, striped pole. And they've got some elevation there. I wonder about Indonesia. It's kind of like volcanoes. Ooh, uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think Indonesia. Could be India. They're driving left. If it's India, I could be in trouble. India or what's Sri Lanka like? Knuckles Forest Reserve. I don't know what Sri Lankan language would look like. I just know occasionally I've gone India and it was actually Sri Lanka. Gonna have to commit here somehow. Unfortunately, like, this is not showing up any Sri Lankan language. I wonder if I should just drop it there. It's gonna be a horrible guess if I go India anyway. Ooh, kind of good vibes, but missed it by a whole country and 500 kilometers, nearly 600 kilometers. Okay. I didn't turn the lights on in here. That's okay. Just sitting in the dark. And let's see here. So this looks to be Spanish. Got cows, which makes me think Uruguay. Although I wonder if it's Central America. Probably not Guatemala. Although the poles are kind of a little bit painted. Got the mall here with all the shops. This Coca-Cola sign I've actually seen before today. I'm not saying it's not like widespread across all of South America or Central America or whatever, but it's quite an unusual one, and I saw. I can't recall where that was. KZ El Pariso. I think this might be Central America. What are my options? Oh, hang on. That looks like a Colombian cross on the back of the sign here. Which I've lost. It's so easy to get tunnel vision. I was looking at the poles, the bottom of the poles, and going, they're kind of painted, but not really like Guatemala, but I think this is actually a Colombian cross here. I'm going to risk it. I think it seems okay. I'll go a little further south. And it was a little further north. Ooh, that was lucky. I nearly fumbled that one. This looks like Russia, I guess. Let's see the crossing. Yeah, I think I had a Russia-Ukraine 50-50 before, which I obviously blundered. So Cyrillic, so it's definitely one of them, I'd say. I'm not familiar with this town. I wish I had the anglicised Latin translation. I wonder if that means it's kind of... it's probably small. They're probably not huge. is difficult to travel here, really slow. Slow and boring, so maybe I'll just drop it somewhere. I think probably in the west. Gosh, got my east and west confused. Nope, it's all the way. Good country, yes, but 3,500 kilometres away, 721 points, but improved the streak to 2. Here's nice. I like when people, not people, like when things are a bit personalised. Although this is I thought it was advertising, but I don't think it is. So I've got Ciudad de Nosotros. City of something is the city of us. City of Fortaleza? No. That's a really inconvenient conglomeration of branches there. So they have it on the, what is this, Mesate. It's very cool, I like it. Oh, they've got crocodiles. Interesting. Kind of not exactly sure about this one either. Let's see if we can get closer to this truck. No, I've changed its coverage. So I wonder if this is an island somewhere. Double de Megas. Are they driving on the right? I wonder if this is... What would it look like if it was... They're speaking Spanish, like Puerto Rico or something. Would that look like this? Or Dominican Republic? I just get a feeling like it's an island. But what would the Dominican Republic look like? This seems a bit... It seems a bit too built up, but... confusing. I might just go for it and see what happens. So hi, how's it going? Sorry, I missed your message there. It's all good. Time is 2:21 in whoa. Just gonna go Dominican Republic in Ho Chi Minh City. 2:21 in the afternoon. It was Mexico. Good call. I did not get a Mexican vibe from that. Whereabouts was it? Oh, I think it actually said that Mazatlan. I didn't take that as a place name. Shocking. Okay. Brazil again. I guess. Don't really want to click around. I'm sick of travelling through the middle of nowhere. Oh, that was all the way to the west again. I had one earlier right there. State of Acre. So it's improved my streak to 1, so that's good. Now what's this bollard? It looks circular and cooked. Let's check here. So it's Turkey. It's got the dur on the stop sign. In terms of Turkey, I'm just going to plonk it somewhere in the middle, east-west. Ooh, it was all the way west. Probably a different continent to where I clicked. Oh no, the Asia-Europe divides in Istanbul, I think. So I think only this is Europe and the rest is Asia. Yeah. 575 kilometers away. Not too bad. 10,000, that's shocking. I missed the Mexico call there. Went Dominican Republic. And Russia, well, that was just a bad vibe guess. Turkey could have been better. Brazil was shocking. Colombia was nice to get Colombia, but again, some pretty bad region guessing. But that doesn't concern me too much at the moment. I'm just trying to get better at guessing countries, and then I can worry about regions later. The only one that really stresses me out is Australia, because I'm from Australia, and when I come across a town name I'm not familiar with, and I go West Coast instead of East Coast or vice versa, or Miss Adelaide, or all sorts of things, I'd feel a bit selfish if I was just taking time out to just play GeoGuessr. Mental thing. On stream. Sometimes no one's watching, sometimes a whole bunch of people are watching. I wish I was better at managing chat. That's something to work on. That was a mile away in India. But it's good. It's good practice in multitasking. So here is Korea. Okay, good. What has he got in the back of the van here? Difficult to tell. If we can edge a little closer here. Whoops. Possibly an electrician or something. Or a plumber. In terms of where we are, I don't know. So I'll just drop it somewhere central. A little further from Daejeon. Okay, it was actually really... Sorry, I didn't mean to open the map there. It could be really close to Seoul, or in Seoul even. 4,500 points. Now this could be Chile or something. Maybe not, actually. This does not give me the vibes. I cannot read this sign. I feel like I'm going to screw this up pretty badly. I don't know if it would be the Badlands of the US, or surely the US would have some signage. I don't get the impression this is the US, but it could be. Or Mexico. El Zamil? Looks like we're driving right. Can't make out any road lines. So I don't know about these mountains being Mexican though. Just checking if anyone's got any ideas. So kind of, despite the Mexican sounding El Zemic or El Zemo, I'm not sure what it said, kind of want to go to the US here. I feel like this is going to be a huge fail, but I'll go in the Badlands nearby Wyoming. It was Argentina. That probably makes a lot more sense. It didn't cross my mind. I was thinking Chile. It didn't look like Chile or Peru. I didn't really consider Argentina, which is a bit of a fail. Korea again, I think. Just double check, yeah. And South Korea, if I'm not mistaken. Is that a little pig? I think there's a picture of a little pig here. Oh, this might be Jeju. Oh, why do I say that? That's like, well, there's a picture of an island here. Yeah, and it says Jeju. Wow, what a call. I just saw the little pig and I go, Jeju is really famous for pork. Wow, this is going to be points. Should I worry about where we're going? It shouldn't. It's like maybe kind of east-west. It's going to be a bunch of points regardless. Nice. 4929. Wow, I got a good vibe just looking at that little pig cartoon. I'm really happy with that. It's like, I've never got Jeju correct before. If it didn't say Jeju, I still would have gone Jeju based on that pig. Very happy. Chuffed. I'm chuffed. Let's not get too distracted though. There's business to be done. It looks like maybe around Christmas time here. A yellow plate. I guess this is in the Americas somewhere. Kind of a bit stumped. This looks more European actually, with a yellow plate in Europe. It's quite Mediterranean looking. I think these are olive bushes or trees. Yellow backplate. I wonder if it's actually Israel or something like that. It's my best guess so far. I'm not sure if that's Yiddish or not. Yeah, okay, wow. Good rationalising there with the vibe and the yellow plates. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close. Yeah, very nice. I'm always getting half decent some of the time. That US guess in Argentina, which I placed in the United States, that was not a high point. How many points for that? 29. That's a bit generous. Getting Jeju and Israel without seeing the language. India region could have been a bit better. I probably should have looked at the language a bit closer. So driving right. All white lines. That's interesting. And this chevron, which I'm not familiar with. I kind of thought this could be Canada or US, but maybe it's somewhere Scandinavia. Now I'm stuck. A little language could help. There's no dashes on the outsides. These chevrons are really interesting. I wonder if maybe because it's sometimes snowy, they have to have these high-vis chevrons to show the curve of the road. That's my rationale so far. But if it was in the Americas, I think there'd be yellow center lines. So I guess it's like, if I had to drop it somewhere right now, I'd say Finland. I wonder if this sign's got anything on it. It does. Let's see if I can get close enough to actually make it out. Not really, there's a picture of a fox. That seems unlikely. Where's the sign? I went too far. Just can't get close enough to make out what it says, but it looks like it's in English, which would be a worry. Maybe not. I don't know why there'd be a fox there though. Do they have foxes in Scandinavia? I don't know. I'm gonna spend too much time overthinking it. It was Russia. That was Cyrillic. That must be fairly. Those chevrons must be fairly unique. I've not seen those before. I didn't see a lake. Let's just double check here. Yep, that's it. They did spam the chevrons around the corner, like they do with bollards. That's disappointing. I feel like I should have done better there. The fluorescent around the chevrons is kind of like the same fluorescence they have around pedestrian crossings. So I've got windmills, could be Spain, don't know. I'm saying that for no particular reason. I think I've seen windmills in Spain, but I've seen windmills a lot of other places. Or wind turbines, I guess, correctly. Getting a bit tired, so maybe I'll finish up after this game. Take a quick nap before taking the baby for a walk. Head home and cook dinner. I don't know, it could be Spain. Let's drop it in here. Oh, here's Belgium. I never think of Belgium. I've said it 100 times, but I never think of Belgium. And in terms of this one, Asaba or Wari. I thought we were in like Nigeria. I'm not too sure about those. Clem's Hotel. I'd like to check out Clem's Hotel. Worship with us at Living Faith Church, aka Winners Chapel International. Command Secondary School. I'm very bad at Africa. Benin. Surely, Benin. Surely I know where Benin is. Not really, I guess. Oh, there's Benin. So it is probably Nigeria. And Wari's here. And Wari's here. Benin is here. Oh, there's Benin City. Not Benin the country. Wari, so it's somewhere around here, I guess. There's Abba. Different spelling. I probably could have worked that out because it probably had the town name, but that's not too bad. A bit embarrassing having to stretch for Benin, but this is Cambodian or Lao. I keep forgetting. Let's move the sign here. Where's Lao? I think it's Cambodian. I hope that's the case. They should have a flag or something somewhere. I hope it's one or the other, because it's going to be embarrassing. Kind of losing confidence here. My brain is a bit cooked. I think I'll go in Cambodia. Did I? Oh, it was in Thailand. How did I miss that was Thai? Wow, my brain is too cooked, I think. Wow, there's a little smart car. Oh, maybe not. Just looked like it. I wonder if that's Italy with 2 blue strips. That'd be a nice redemption after going Cambodia for Thailand. It's going to be a shocking score anyway. Maybe I'll just drop it in Italy somewhere. Let's check, are there any shutters on the windows, which I think's Italian. I've kind of convinced myself and now I'm looking for validation. some language here. Oh, it says danger in English, which is interesting. So now I'm out of ideas. It says Travox. It's like English and then French. They've got a fair bit of firewood stocked up here. Or maybe it's Christmas trees. Could be. So these are the really short dashes on the outside. But I don't get the impression this is Sweden or anything. I'm not sure about these chevrons either. Or the poles. There's not much I do know, but I think I saw two blue. Hang on. What about this pole? No, I don't think it's like the Portuguese pole or anything like that. I'll just check this sign, then I'm going to drop it somewhere. Euro timber construction. It's like French. Why? Why French? Is this France? Just show me a freaking bollard, please. It's not Canada, surely. That would have yellow road lines. What other... Hang on, what was that? Was that a bollard? It is just France. France. Wow, that was confusing for me. Let's drop it in the middle. I nearly went Italy there. Okay. 4,260, that's not bad to finish off with. But, I think that's... Oh, I didn't even notice you followed quantum gravity. Thanks for that. That's it from me. So, I'm going to head out, take a nap,